Do you want to talk to me about Nikocado Avocado?
I'm always 2 steps ahead.
The joke's on you.
Fucking crazy.
I didn't really know too much about this guy. I've heard of him in passing, like just by somebody being like, what is this guy? Is he performing? Like, is this an art performance? Is this real life? Because he seems like a mess, but it also seems like it's intentional. And I didn't really know what mukbanging was until I watched a few of these videos, and I'm like, oh, all right.
And now I have a new pastime.
Ooh, they really cooked it too. The best French fries. So I used to watch Scary Movie 3 with my friend.
Nikocado Avocado is a YouTuber, and he's part of this genre. I believe it's pronounced mukbang. I thought it was mukbang, but I believe it's mukbang.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. Where they gorge themselves. You know, they overeat tremendously. The food is normally put in kind of like the front of the frame so that there's a little bit of forced perspective too. There's a little bit of filmmaking technique involved in a mukbang video. Giant bowls of food, cheeseburgers, spicy noodles, or you name it. Whatever the topic du jour is for a mukbanger. And they try to eat it all. And so why would somebody watch that? I don't know. Maybe because they really like food, but like don't want to eat it themselves. And so it's like scratching some weird itch. Maybe it makes them feel less bad about themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be something like that. It's like ASMR. It's like, I don't really understand it, but people watch all these people whisper, and I don't know. So
yeah, it turns out like everybody's got some fetish you don't have.
Nikocado Avocado, he kind of started off as like a vegan YouTuber, and he was a expert violinist, or he's a kind of a experienced violinist, so he's very talented.
I went to Juilliard for violin.
And so he started doing these mukbang videos, and then he transitioned from like the vegan videos to just doing like standard fast food, more clickbaity stuff. But also like part of the charm, I guess, is that he's like a bit of a mess. He like has breakdowns during these videos too.
Popeye's chicken sandwich. No! There's a lady behind me feeding cats! Stop feeding the cats!
There's like drama in the background, like he's like got a husband that he's like always like arguing with or breaking up with or something.
We are not breaking up. All these rumors, you lie. We can't break up.
Oh look, it's America's Next Bottom Model. Nice haircut.
And that's why a lot of people are like, is this like real? Is this performance art? Because he's a very theatrical person.
Yeah.
Kind of like he reminds me of like, probably people don't know that I did a lot of theater. I was going to actually be a theater major, but I have a minor in theater because I was a major in electrical engineering and I did a lot of theater, and I was like, I could do probably a double major.
It's really unusual, like an engineering person who's also a theater person. Well, I mean, I suppose unless you were like a stage hand or some, a stage design guy or something, maybe an engineer would do that.
Yeah, I was an actor, director. I've ran theater festivals.
You've directed plays?
Yeah, I directed plays. I produced theater festivals. I actually worked with Deborah Jo Rupp, the that 70s show mom.
Oh yeah. She's in Agatha.
She's in Agatha and Wonderful. I'm like, that's my friend. I've worked with her.
You know, Donna, I've been drinking.
Anyway, the point of that is all to say, he reminds me of the terminally theater person. You know, there's the standard people are like, oh, I think I could go into acting. I'll try this. It'll be fun. And then there's like the people whose lives are theatrical.
97. 96.9. 90. I have not enough blood flow between. Shh! You lie on me.
I remember taking I took a theater studies or theater history class or something. So I was a film major, And, you know, I was always like acting friendly, and I like working with actors very much. Like when I vibe with an actor, it's really fun. And I'm like, it's like one of the most fun things about making films, but I never considered myself an actor. It was always something I was like adjacent to. But when you're a directing major, they make you take like some performing arts stuff. So I had to take like a theater studies one, and I didn't realize like walking into it, like, oh, this is actually going to be like a fundamental class for all the theater kids. So I was like the one not theater kid in a room full, and they were all like very fucking silly, like really, like, and the teacher was like silly with them, and you know, they couldn't like calm down, like much the way like a well-meaning child can't calm down, right? Where you don't want to like crush their spirit, so you don't get mad at them. But really, we need to get serious, and they can't get serious, and they're very expressive. And if something sad happens, oh my God, they feel that really hard. And if they have to go to the bathroom, they have to go to the bathroom really bad. And, you know, everything is so big when you're a theater kid.
And now I'm stuck in this place. Insufficiency discriminates.
So that's what this Nikocado Avocado guy reminds me of. It's like there's like a one clip in one of the videos you sent me. It was like he's like, I think I'm 150 pounds, maybe 160. Oh, there's a scale over here. Let me take a look. It's like, oh, I'm 200 pounds. It's all sort of that.
Excuse you! You discriminate me! I'm calling my attorneys, and I will have her arrested!
I imagine I'm in the woods, and there's a scale. Ooh, I've found the scale. do, 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 do. Nikocado in the woods.
The wild pig.
I can hear you.
The wild pig in its natural habitat.
He gained a serious amount of weight doing this. No shocker there. I guess it's conceivable that you could do this line of work, you know, overeating to tremendous success on the internet without gaining weight. You'd have to really plan your meals and diet around it, I suppose. Anyway, he rapidly gained weight, and he went all the way, you know, he passed 300, and he was making comments as time went on, like, okay, if I pass 300, like, I really got to make some changes. Like, that's crazy.
365.2 pounds.
I lost 2 pounds.
But at the same time, he was like egging himself on. He's like, I'm gonna make it to 300.
Yeah, because you have to sort of like minimize it and rationalize it. By all accounts, it looked like somebody who their internet career was completely destroying them and making them do terribly dysfunctional things. So much so, I remember, like, I was watching the Sunny V2 breakdown on it. I think that you saw the same one. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm thinking, like, I know it's hard to make terms of service on YouTube for, you know, like standards against, you know, this kind of behavior or that kind of behavior, because you just end up making these like value judgments that are hard to make from one creator to the next. But I think we all can agree that like an anorexia channel, you know, like I ain't monetizing it for, like, if I'm YouTube, I'm like, unlikely scenario where we let you upload this, you can't be making money off it. Well, because we can't have a situation where people are egging you on to not eat. And
Yeah.
you end up dying. And our platform like was this major incentivizing thing that did it. But that, I suppose, is the danger of social media and tech platforms. And I look at it the same way here, where it's like, you know, you're just deconstructing in front of us all. And if you must do it, go ahead. But yeah, maybe you shouldn't be monetized for that because it's bad for you.
I just woke up. Hi. I look horrible. I just projectiled a poopy all over the toilet seat.
There's like a performance aspect of it because you don't know what he's doing just as his own like kind of sick joke on his audience and a sick joke to himself.
It did not seem like it could possibly be that. You don't gain 250 pounds as like a, you know, the greatest performance art of all time. I mean, like when Robert De Niro gained weight for like Raging Bull, like it must have been it looked at me like it was like 40 pounds. Like, oh my God, what a committed actor.
But I don't know. Then he does this thing.
Yeah. Okay. So leading into it, so Sunny V2 had come up, like over the months, had come up with a couple of videos being like, you know, this is the downside of success, or, you know, and like, look at this poor guy. He's just completely, you know, look at the internet, what the internet hath brought. And just several days in advance, they were like, you know, check out this sad video from, I'm going all out of focus. check out this sad video from Nikocado Avocado. He's deconstructing in front of me. He gave this weird speech, this kind of Joker-esque speech to his audience. And then the big reveal, the one that seemed so unlikely, we all were like, was this filmed a long time ago? What am I looking at here? You know what? I think in the greatest stunt ever done on YouTube, I've got nothing but nice things to say. He put on a panda. He put on a giant panda mask.
And he's doing his little sinister like Joker talk.
Yeah, and he's talking some kind of nonsense, whispering into a microphone.
This has been the greatest social experiment of my entire life.
And then he pulls it off. It's him. He weighs 150 pounds again. He lost 250 pounds. He went from 400 to 155 in one video. Because the last video that was uploaded was him eating pizza as a 400-pound man saying crazy shit. And suddenly he's skinny. So what happened? He's a genius. He banked it took him 2 years. I lost 140 in a year. So, if you can like keep up a 10-pound per month clip, it is possible. Was Ozempic involved? I don't care. What I know is he took off the weight for real, because you can see his arms are all skinny. There's a little bit of loose skin. He banked fat videos of himself for 2 years, knowing he was planning on doing this. And he kept releasing them. And I don't know, I guess he stayed away from the public eye enough. It never leaked. I don't know if the Sunny V2 guy was in on it or not.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, because it was only like, a few weeks ago or a month ago, he was like, this is the lowest he's ever been.
In another stroke of performance genius, he recites the same exact monologue that he did in the last fat video.
It's alluring. It's compelling. It's gripping. To bear witness, to observe.
All these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories.
The timing was perfect. He got everybody. Now, had he planned to go to 400 pounds in the first place so that he could do this? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I think that it's more like his weight got completely out of control. He had to fix that. And then he said, how can I make cool art out of this? How can I make a cool performance out of this? But like losing 250 pounds is no joke. One way or another, he lost 250 pounds. And so you can come up with the idea and bank all the videos and then fuck it up and then fall through with it. But he didn't. He did it. He fucking did it.
Yeah, I don't know how intentional or unintentional the weight gain was, but the weight loss thing was a beautiful stunt. What I can't even imagine the planning, the discipline, just even the discipline to not get to release. That's crazy. I'm very impressed by the whole stunt, and he deserves like the the views that he gets for that.
Then he created some new channel where he was like, I'm going to go over there and maybe I'll be a little bit less hated, because he's, become really notorious. And then he proceeded to eat a gigantic thing of fucking spicy noodles anyhow. in one final troll where he's like, and I'm going to still mukbang whenever I feel like it.
Because I really like it. It makes me happy.
I love spicy noodles.
Incredible.
He also like shaved his head. He not completely bald, but he had like a buzz cut. So yeah, there was even kind of a Kevin Spacey in Seven kind of vibe to it to me. A little bit of like.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a serial killer.
So I am the villain because I've made myself one.
Hey man, I don't recommend that people like fuck with their bodies that much for fun, but my hat is off to you, good sir. You've done an incredible. You've gotten healthy. And you made incredible art out of it. Really, really cool. Like most YouTubers are not that disciplined. And I suppose a lack of discipline got him to where he ended up in the first place. So I think it's great. I got nothing else to say about it other than I think it's great.
I'm not subscribed, but it's a good stunt.
Yeah. Is there anything that even compares? Like who are like, it's very Andy Warhol, Andy Kaufman, people making spectacles of themselves.
Kevin Spacey.
Every Christmas he takes off another like animal's mask and reveals some new aspect of his body. You all thought that I wasn't 2 steps ahead of you, now did you? I got really big and fat again, even fatter than before. And I lost it all right underneath your nose.
I thought he filmed it before he got fat. Like, I thought it was something like that.
That's what I was about to ask you. Did you think that, like, this was achieved through some other means?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because, like, when I watch this guy just interact with life, again, he gives me, like bullshitty theater kid vibes. I have no idea what's real with this person. And I think that's part of his mystique, is that you're not supposed to know. Everything kind of looks both fake and a mess at the same time. And that's what people like about it.
Yeah. I get the appeal.
Yeah, I get the appeal. Yeah.
In the way that Box Mac is so much more than macaroni and cheese, Nikocado Avocado is so much more than mukbanging. He's created an entire narrative.
Look at all that cheese.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.